Yo, what up everybody? It's your man Fat Cat, and let me tell you, I am hyped about today's video. We're going to Switzerland. This place is like straight out of a fairy tale, snow-capped mountains, crystal clear lakes, charming villages. It's almost too perfect. But enough chit-chat. We've got a lot to cover. Get ready to be blown away by the top 10 places you absolutely have to visit in Switzerland. Let's go. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content. Alright, let's kick things off with the big kahuna, the Matterhorn. This mountain is like the Beyoncé of the Alps. Instantly recognizable, jaw-droppingly beautiful, and a total showstopper. Seriously, you see that jagged peak piercing the sky and you just know you're in Switzerland. Now, I'm not gonna lie, climbing this beast is not for the faint of heart. It's a serious challenge even for experienced climbers. But even if you're like me and prefer your adventures a little less vertical, just being in the Matterhorn's presence is an experience in itself. The energy around this mountain is electric. You've got hikers, climbers, photographers, everyone drawn in by its raw, natural power. Trust me, the Matterhorn is more than just a mountain. It's a symbol of Switzerland's adventurous spirit. So if you're heading to Switzerland, make sure the Matterhorn is on your itinerary. Next up, we're heading to a place that's basically the definition of picturesque Lake Geneva. This place is like Switzerland turned up to 11, think crystal clear water reflecting snow-capped mountains, charming towns dotting the shoreline, and a vibe that just screams relaxation. Now, Lake Geneva is huge. Seriously, you could spend weeks exploring all its nooks and crannies. But one of my favorite things to do is just hop on a ferry and cruise around. The views are incredible, and you get to see all the little towns and villages from a different perspective. Speaking of towns, you gotta check out Montreux. This place is pure magic, especially during the famous Montreux Jazz Festival. But Lake Geneva isn't just about chilling and soaking up the beauty. It's a place where you can be as active or as relaxed as you want. Get ready to go even higher, people, because we're heading to the top of Europe. Jungfraujoch. This place is seriously next level. We're talking about a railway station perched over 11,000 feet above sea level, surrounded by glaciers and snow-capped peaks. It's like stepping into another world. The journey to Jungfraujoch is an adventure in itself. You take this scenic train ride that winds its way up the mountain, passing through tunnels carved right through the rock. And the views along the way? Let's just say you'll want to keep your camera handy. Once you reach the top, it's like you've landed on another planet. You can walk on the glacier, explore ice palaces, and just soak in the panoramic views. Seriously, I felt like I could conquer the world after spending a day at Jungfraujoch. Chapter 4. Château de Chillon, a journey back in time. Alright, let's switch gears for a second and dive into some history. And trust me, there's no better place to do that than at the Château de Chillon. This medieval castle is perched right on the edge of Lake Geneva, and it's like stepping straight into a fairy tale. Seriously, this place has it all. Towers, courtyards, dungeons, secret passages, you name it. You can almost imagine knights in shining armor roaming the halls and princesses looking out from the tower windows. As you wander through the castle, you'll learn about its fascinating history, from its medieval roots as a strategic stronghold to its time as a prison, and even a residence for noble families. It's amazing to think about all the stories these walls could tell. And the location? Forget about it. Perched on a tiny island surrounded by the deep blue waters of Lake Geneva, with the Alps in the background, it's the kind of place that makes you want to whip out your camera and start snapping away. Chapter 5. Lucerne, a city of bridges, history, and charm. Get ready to fall in love with a city that's as charming as it is beautiful. Lucerne. This place is like a postcard come to life. Cobblestone streets, colorful buildings, a stunning lake, and bridges that are practically works of art. Now, Lucerne is known for its bridges, and for good reason. The Chapel Bridge, with its iconic water tower and paintings depicting scenes from Lucerne's history, is like something straight out of a dream. Seriously, you haven't truly experienced Lucerne until you've strolled across that bridge. But Lucerne is more than just its bridges. The old town is a maze of narrow streets, lined with shops selling everything from Swiss chocolate to traditional crafts. Lucerne is a city that has it all: history, culture, natural beauty, and a charm that's impossible to resist. Chapter 6. Interlaken Adventure Central. Hold on tight, everyone, because we're about to crank up the adventure level. Interlaken is like Switzerland's adrenaline capital, a place where you can go from zero to thrill seeker in the blink of an eye. Seriously, this place has it all. Skydiving, paragliding, whitewater rafting, bungee jumping, you name it. Interlaken's got it. And the best part? It's all set against a backdrop of some of the most stunning scenery in the world. Imagine this. You're soaring through the air, the wind whipping through your hair, with the snow-capped peaks of the Eiger, Monk, and Jungfrau towering above you. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've landed back on solid ground. But Interlaken isn't just about extreme adventures. Interlaken is a place that will get your heart racing, whether you're a seasoned adrenaline junkie or just looking for a little adventure. Chapter 7. Zermatt, a car-free paradise. Get ready to step back in time, everyone, because we're heading to a place where cars are banned and the air is so fresh it'll make your lungs sing. Zermatt. This village is like a hidden gem nestled at the foot of the mighty Matterhorn, and it's a true testament to the beauty of simplicity. Now, I know what you're thinking. No cars? How do people even get around? Well, that's part of Zermatt's charm. You either walk, bike, or hop on one of the electric taxis that zip around the village. It's amazing how peaceful a place can be without the constant roar of engines. And speaking of peace, Zermatt is surrounded by some of the most breathtaking scenery in the Alps. One of my favorite things to do in Zermatt is to take the Gornergratbahn, a cogwheel railway that climbs up to the Gornergrat, offering panoramic views of the surrounding mountains. Zermatt is a place where you can truly disconnect from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with nature. Get ready to experience a city that's as cool as it is historic. Bern, the capital of Switzerland. This place is like a living museum, with its medieval architecture, cobblestone streets, and a vibe that's both sophisticated and laid back. Now, one of the things that makes Bern so unique is its arcades-covered walkways that line the streets, offering protection from the elements and housing all sorts of shops, cafes, and restaurants. It's like stepping back in time, but with a modern twist. And speaking of history, Bern is full of it. You've got the Zittglocke, a 16th century clock tower with moving figures that put on a show every hour. You've got the Bernminster, a stunning Gothic cathedral with breathtaking views of the city. And you've got the Einstein House, where the famous physicist developed his theory of relativity. Bern is a city that seamlessly blends the old and the new, the historic and the modern. Get ready to escape into the wild, everyone, because we're heading to a place where nature reigns supreme. Swiss National Park. This place is like Switzerland's version of Yellowstone, a vast protected area where wildlife roams free and the scenery is nothing short of breathtaking. Now, one of the things that makes Swiss National Park so special is its commitment to conservation. There are no cars allowed inside the park, and visitors are encouraged to stick to the marked trails. This helps to protect the delicate ecosystem and ensure that future generations can enjoy its beauty. And speaking of beauty, Swiss National Park has it in spades. You've got towering mountains, pristine forests, crystal clear lakes, and meadows bursting with wildflowers. It's a paradise for hikers, nature lovers, and anyone who wants to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Swiss National Park is a place where you can truly immerse yourself in nature and reconnect with the wild side of Switzerland. Get ready to groove to the rhythm of good times, everyone, because we're heading to Montreux, a town on the shores of Lake Geneva that's practically synonymous with music and magic. This place is like Switzerland's answer to New Orleans, a place where the streets are alive with music and the atmosphere is electric. Now, Montreux is probably best known for its world-famous Montreux Jazz Festival, which takes place every summer and attracts some of the biggest names in music. Imagine chilling by the lake, listening to legendary artists belt out their hits with the Alps as your backdrop. Yeah, it's that cool. But Montreux is more than just a music destination. The town itself is incredibly charming, with its palm-lined promenade, elegant buildings, and stunning views of Lake Geneva. It's the kind of place where you can easily lose yourself for hours, just wandering around and soaking up the atmosphere. Montreux is a place that will captivate your senses and leave you with memories that will last a lifetime. So there you have it, folks. The top 10 places you absolutely have to visit in Switzerland. From towering mountains to crystal clear lakes, charming villages to vibrant cities, Switzerland has something for everyone. This country is like a dream come true. It's beautiful, it's clean, it's safe, and the chocolate is to die for. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and guides. See you in the next video.